Nkere, welcome to the stage. Thank you.
Wow. Good afternoon, Biafrans. And greeting to Biafrans all over the world. No matter wherever you are. And first and foremost, I'm sending my greeting to my boss, my Prime Minister, in the person of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Please, my boss remain my boss. If you do appreciate the man who I call my boss, Mazi Simon Ekpa, please stand up for him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is, they will all both be proud of us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We all know the reason why we're here today. And this is really going to be short because of our program. We finished our lunch. While back home in Biafra land, we have some of our brothers, sisters, mothers, children that are not able to have lunch, that don't even have the opportunity. So that's why we are here today, to fight so they will be opportune to have lunch. So they will be opportune to live. So they will be opportune to do what is right. This journey that we have come a long way, we are not going back. We are not going back. The terrorist government, the zoo called Nigeria, all they are thinking is that what they did to our Prime Minister, that will stop the movement. And they kidnapped our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from Kenya. They kidnapped him and renditioned him. And the movement never stopped. My boss, my master, my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, pick up from where our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, left. And the Zulu government trying to bully us, trying to disorganize us, trying to disrupt us so that we won't be here. But at the end of the day, we are here in Lahti, Finland. And the opportunity that we have to take our lunch, we want to provide the same opportunity for those in Biafra land, so they will be able to have lunch. There's millions in Biafra land that don't have the opportunity to even eat 1 square meal a day. And that will stop. That's why we are fighting. I, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, the finance minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, and my fellow Biafrans, we will not stop. We will keep doing the best, whatever we can do to provide lunch. We will keep doing whatever we can do to make sure that the opportunity we have in the Western world to make Biafra land safe and secure to make Biafra land where people can live and also have lunch and also be able to feed at least 3 square meals a day. Please, fellow Biafrans, I just want to assure you all that our Prime Minister and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be proud of us, that we never give up, no matter the bully, no matter the threat, and we are here to set the record straight. We are here to do the needful. We are here to make sure that Biafra is restored. Whether they want to kill us, whether they want to terrorize us, any weapon they throw on us, we will make sure we stand. During the opening prayer of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he made it clear that we should be strong. We should never give up. He made it clear that Biafra is here to stay. Please, fellow Biafrans all over the world and wherever you are watching from, be strong. Be strong. Don't let no one bully you. Don't let no one think that we're not going to be able to have lunch. Don't let no one think that we are not going to be able to feed. And those in Biafra land, they will have the opportunity when Biafra comes to have lunch. They will have the opportunity to eat 3 square meals a day. They will have the opportunity to live as human beings. They have the opportunity to live in a God-given land that they were given to. Please relax, be assured that Biafra is here to stay. And don't let anyone, any threat, nothing will set us back. Thank you all and be blessed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ogenkere. Now we call on stage Honorable Uchenna Obijiako to introduce the Biafra Prime Minister, Honorable His Excellency Simon Eba Njoku.
Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic!
Peace, unity, progress, and equity.
They said that the Prime Minister is inciting violence. They said that he's inciting us. But today, he's not here and we are here. That is a statement. That is an exoneration.
Yes.
The Prime Minister is one of us who is taking the lead to get us to our destination. He's
The good guy.
Tony is the good guy. Tony is the good guy.
The good guy.
Tukwasani is the good guy. On this note, in his absence, please permit me to welcome the Honorable Prime Minister Obato Bie, one of Biafra land, Anon Kankampi. Ochua de Robo Biafra. Woke Jejemba. Mmejiribuago. Mr. Prime Minister, Honorable Ekpa Simon Njoku, welcome to the Biafra Convention.
It's a Kondo.
Thank you. I think we have been able to demonstrate our love for the Prime Minister. He is so dear to us. Wherever he is, he's in the spirit with us. On that note, I call on the Chief of Staff of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Dr. Ngozi Orabreze, to come in and stand for the Prime Minister and to deliver his speech. And there was yours.
Many pain and sorrow, but here we come. We change and for our praise, because we don't care for the sorrow, the tears and the blood. Oh yeah, people to lose around. Tell them say Africa don't free. Tell them say Biafra we don't go. Tell them say we don't open the door.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. We are here with you, remember, okay? You are not alone, okay? Thank you so much, Biafrans. On behalf of His Excellency, the Peace Ambassador, our Prime Minister,
Sir Simon Njaku. I, Dr. Ngazora Breze, the Chief of Staff of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, soon to be the United States of Biafra, and the de facto government at home, by the powers conferred on me by His Excellency, the Prime Minister, I'm going to go ahead and read his speech. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to this beautiful venue in Lahti. Thank you to the people and the government of Finland. My name is Dr. Ngozi Orobweze. Our presence here today, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. I stand here on this memorable event in Lahti to welcome Biafrans and dignitaries from all over the world that are here present in Finland. Last year, we gathered in Helsinki to chart a new course for our people and fight for our freedom. This year, we are gathering again to review our progress and make definite statements about our freedom. The challenges we face are still enormous, but one thing is clear. Because our angels, Biafra Defense Forces and resistance fighters, have discharged their duties with utmost professionalism, the oppressors have realized they can't kill their way out of our quest for freedom. They apply to deceive the people with fake restructuring and state creation will not work. You all remember, we've been asking for restructuring for ages, and Nigeria have refused. Now that our PM has risen up, they now want regional government. Not for us anymore. None of these ploys will bring back the thousands of Biafrans the Nigerian state have killed just for carrying flags or on mere suspicion of being an indigenous people of Biafra membership. Just for being an IPOB, just for being a Biafran, Nigeria murders our people in the thousands. Many families have been rendered childless, motherless, and or fatherless by the Nigerian state. Many people have had their homes and businesses burnt or destroyed by Nigeria state. Many more people have died as a result of secondary effects of the pain and suffering we have had to endure in the hands of the Nigerian state. My fellow Biafrans, as I look back over 3 years since the abduction and extraordinary rendition of our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, MNK, and the severe suffering this act brought onto our people, I am saddened by the extreme cruelty the Nigerian state has unleashed on our people. We have endured a lot and stand to endure even more, underscoring our resolve to attain our inalienable God-given right to existence, freedom, pursuit of happiness, and livelihood. Biafrans are begging to live. We are begging to live. Not anymore. Not anymore. The Nigerian state has been anything but an impediment to all these ideals, hence our resolve to exit the enclave that has never been more urgent than now. I salute the courage of Biafrans in the homeland who have borne the brunt of Nigeria's state-sponsored cruelty, particularly those that have paid the ultimate price and their families. To the Biafrans in diaspora, I cannot thank you enough for standing up for your compatriots and being a source of hope for the defenseless people in the homeland who are victims in many respects, including loss of our collective wealth to a select privileged few who then turn around and denigrate the people as miscreants. This sorry state of the enclave is the primary inspiration for MK's fight for the freedom for our people, on realization that a fix within the current enclave and its institutions is impossible. In this regard, we initiated a self-referendum voting for our people to decide whether or not they support Biafra independence from Nigeria. This voting process started on February 1st, 2024, and ran through November 28, 2024. The voting just ended, the referendum. The full results will be out in the next 2-3 weeks to the world. The participation was massive, with approximately 50 million votes cast. The results of the self-referendum will be released later in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Once again, I welcome you to the most beautiful and most...
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Thank you, COS. Now we call on Honorable Dr. Bryson Okeoma to read the declaration document.
It's projected, right? I will read on the screen.
You want it on the screen?
On the screen, yeah.
Okay.
Can they play music while we play some music when we of the United States of Biafra have gathered here in Lahti, Finland, this day, November 29, 2024, to make the following declarations. Whereas we have endured political marginalization, economic deprivation, periodic massacre of Biafra people within Biafra land and across Nigeria since the 1914 amalgamation and creation of Nigeria. Whereas we have endured all this in hope that one day things would be better. Even the initial declaration of an independent state of Biafra and the 13-month civil war in which more than 5 million of our compatriots perished was not enough to steer Nigeria towards that elusive, inclusive, and prosperous future. Rather, despite its false claim of no victor, no vanquished, and false promises of the triple R, which refers to reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction, the Nigeria government constantly
pursued a winner-takes-it-all policy discernibly reflective of a master-slave relationship. We have endured all this with so much reluctance to complain. We have resorted to self-help and strived to provide for ourselves basic necessities of life that ordinarily governments across the world provide for their citizens. We have carried on in the face of unimaginable hardship until our very existence became threatened beyond human tolerance limits. In 1999, we started nonviolent agitation with flags. Instead of sending negotiators to address our agitation, the Nigerian government resorted to systematic killings of our people, aiming to exterminate all the agitators and killing tens of thousands of Biafrans in the process, and harvesting the organs of thousands of those they abducted. Nigeria government intensified its widespread massacre of Biafra people under the Fulani-controlled government of Muhammadu Buhari in 2015, and has continued since then. Our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, escaped assassination when Nigeria military invaded his home on September 17, 2017, an invasion that left 28 other Biafrans dead. 3 years later, Nigeria went as far as abducting our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, in Kenya and renditioning him to Nigeria in June 2021, and has detained him in solitary confinement for more than 3 years now, despite 2 Nigeria court judgments and a United Nations work group on arbitrary detention mandating his release with compensation. These ongoing brutalities against our people serve as frequent reminder that the war that supposedly ended in 1970 never really ended. In response to the various shades of existential threats Nigeria is presenting to the people of Biafra, and out of the natural law of self-defense and consistent with the United Nations and African Union charters on people's right to self-defense, we started carrying arms officially in 2022. Now, therefore, to protect ourselves from government-sponsored violence, we have reached an incontrovertible conclusion that self-determination and self-governance are the only viable permanent solutions against ongoing violence orchestrated by the Nigeria state against the indigenous people of Biafra, and both give us state power to protect ourselves from external aggression, such as invasion by Fulanis from other countries, which Nigeria is not preventing but facilitating. On the basis of these and many more grievances listed hereunder, and knowing fully well that we are a group of people confronting several extenuating circumstances that collectively make our people an endangered species, and knowing fully well that the only means for our collective survival is self-preservation and self-determination, we are taking these steps to declare the restoration of the independence of the United States of Biafra, also known as the Confederating States of Biafra. Before independence in 1960, population distribution in Nigeria conformed to global trends, in which population centers are in lower elevation regions with better climate and easy access to water, food, and shelter. In 1960, Nigeria was comprised of 3 supposedly equal regions: North with 14 provinces, East with 12 provinces, and West with 9 provinces. This meant that the North had 14 provinces, while the South had 21 provinces. However, after independence, and with political power in the hands of unscrupulous elements from the North, the geopolitical distortion began in the most senseless manners. Nigeria became a country where human settlements violated laws of nature, with outrageous claims that more people live in the hot, arid North than the mild coastal South. Gradual and arbitrary creation of states by mainly military leaders from the North over the years resulted in the North today having 19 states and 414 local government areas, while the South has 17 states and 355 local government areas. This distortion in the geopolitical structure of Nigeria has been used to politically and economically marginalize the people of Biafra. Because the number of states and local governments are directly used for political representation and revenue allocation to the disadvantage of the South, even though as much as 90% of the resources sustaining Nigeria come from oil and gas resources in Biafra land. Distortions in geopolitical structure, resource control, religious incompatibility, and a larger ambition by the Fulani oligarchy to make Nigeria a Fulani country are at the core of instability and insecurity in Nigeria. And all avenues by indigenous people to seek redress have been met with brute force. Such brute force has resulted in military invasion of numerous communities in Biafra land and indiscriminate killings of people in those communities at genocidal scale. For example, Section 1 of the Biafra Declaration Handbook captures several of the Nigeria government-sponsored killings in the hinterland of the United States of Biafra, also called the Southeast, as well as the South-South. Notably, a Zoo River massacre under Governor Peter Obi, Onisha Mpo massacre under Governor Obiano, Obaru massacres under Governor Soludo, Obibo massacre under Governor Wike, Ohafia and Aba massacres, including 150 youths praying at Ngwa High School and another hundreds of innocent Biafrans on a parade in Aba, as well as the invasion of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's home that left at least 28 people dead under Governor Ikpeazu. Also, widespread Ebonyi massacres under Governor Umahi, widespread Enugu massacres under Governor Ugwuanyi, widespread Imo massacres, including repeated invasions of Izombe, Olo, Osu, under Governor Zodimma. Nigeria terrorist forces also unleashed mayhem and killed hundreds of Biafrans who were celebrating in Port Harcourt Donald Trump's victory in the 2016 US presidential election. In all days, tens of thousands of Biafrans have been killed. But the coastal regions of Biafra have also not been spared in these killings, and more than 4,000 people were killed between 1999 and 2024. In particular, Ode massacre in 1999, Kwale massacres in 1999, and ongoing Ozoro Ole massacres 1999, 2003, Uweru massacres 2021 to 2023, Okuama massacre 2024, Olodiama massacre 2024, and not to forget one of the worst recorded massacres in human history in Asaba, 1967-70. Also, the eastern flank of Biafra, covering former Cross River and Akwa Ibom states, has its record of Nigeria government-sponsored killings, including in 2021 when Nigeria military invaded the following communities with substantial loss of lives: Afahat, Ekot Apan, Okan, Owa, Ekot Afanga, Ntok Nsek, Ekot Upon Eto, Ekot Otu, Ekot Obok, Ntak Ekot Akan, and some other communities. Since after the 2021 invasion, the military has maintained presence there and are frequently abducting people, killing them, harvesting their organs, snatching people's wives, and raping our women. They maintain checkpoints where travelers must disembark from their vehicles with arms raised while passing the checkpoint on foot. This pattern of military and police intimidation is commonplace in the whole of Biafra land. It beats our imagination how people's lives can be devalued this much in one's native country. In contrast, there has never been military invasion of communities in northern Nigeria, just as there are rarely communal clashes in the north, unlike the south. Because of Nigeria government's divide and rule strategy in the south, several communities are separated from historical alliances and forced into new ones, often with poorly defined boundaries. Such machinations by the Nigeria government have been responsible for the spate of boundary-inspired communal clashes in Biafra land, which is relatively absent in the north. The United States of Biafra will reunite communities along natural and historical boundaries and bring an end to boundary disputes. Aside from killings directly conducted by Nigeria government, various Fulani-affiliated terrorist groups such as Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani herdsmen, in their desire to displace indigenous people and take over their lands, are invading communities and slaughtering them in a scale never seen before. For example, many Fulani-installed kings and political appointees forcefully seize indigenous people's lands and transfer the lands to Fulanis. The Oba of Benin is reported to have sold in 3 years 1,200 acres of land to Aligoke Dangote, and Dangote trucks are used to ship in Fulani terrorists into these lands, from where the Fulanis operate and unleash terror in the neighboring communities and the entire coastal region, especially in Eka State, former Delta State, where the kidnappers in Eka land come from Benin, former Edo State. The Fulani terrorists and kidnappers in Awo, in Abovo County, reportedly will make you cook for them, cook for the terrorists, and have you watch them rape your wife in order to spare your life. And you have to pay 5 million naira for them to release your wife to you. Furthermore, kidnapping and rape by Fulani herdsmen in several communities in Delta State like Ibide and Avre in Isoko have been reported. Such attacks have contributed to farmers not being able to access their lands, resulting in widespread hunger and poverty. Repeated attacks by Fulani terrorists and killer herdsmen in 2001, 2010, and 2023, and early part of 2024 in Uweru Kingdom in Urobo Isoko led to over 300 persons losing their lives. In the eastern flank of the United States of Biafra, Fulani terrorists are operating unchallenged as they have established terrorist cells at Obanliku, Obudu, Bumaji, Ogoja, Akampa, Mbak, which they renamed Nasarawa, Bogobri, where they sell human parts of those they killed, particularly those that are unable to pay ransoms. Often the military is accused of complicity or in the minimum unwilling to prevent or stop these atrocities from happening. It was on the account of this that General T.Y. Danjuma famously said that the military colludes with the invading terrorists, and that if we wait for the military to protect us, we would all die. And he consequently asked indigenous people to explore opportunities for self-defense. And that's what we are doing. We are not committing terrorism. Rather, we are defending ourselves against terrorism. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not inciting violence and is not committing terrorism. Rather, he was sensitizing his people against terrorist threats. In the same vein, our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is not committing terrorism. Rather, he is defending his people against terrorism. I stand here to say that all over the world, killing people is called homicide, and it's a crime. But in Nigeria, Fulanis are killing people all over the country. They are committing homicide, but the Nigerian government doesn't treat their killings as homicide. Rather, they give them all manner of entitlement, okay? Rather, what they treat as terrorism is you defending yourself. So, Nigeria government wants you to let Fulani kill you. In fact, they want you to bend your neck so that when Fulani strikes you once, your head falls off. And we said we wouldn't do that. And because of that, we are hell-bent defending ourselves against terrorism, including against Britain, okay? BBC interviewed Ahmadu Bello in 1964. And if you listen to that interview, you will see that Nigeria was never one country. And Britain forcing us to be in the same country is exercising futility. Since the April 14, 2014 abduction of the Chibok girls and Nigeria government's refusal to rescue the girls, Boko Haram and other Fulani invaders have acted with so much impunity, leaving extreme savagery in their trail. October 30, 2024, the press reports that Fulani invaders have taken over the largest Nigerian military training camp in the north. There is no word yet from the government. Even the blind can see the game plan. As Nigeria deployed its military down south, foreign invaders overrun the north. The entirety of the confederating states of Biafra have come to the realization that without state autonomy, it is impossible for us to exercise full control over our land, which makes it easy for grabbing by invading terrorist headers who, despite being armed, also enjoy protection from the military if indigenous people are to confront them. The political and economic marginalization of people of Biafra are well documented in sections 1 and 2 of the Biafra Declaration Handbook, and a few of them are listed here. The section titled Man's Inhumanity to Man, Nigeria's 1999 Constitution, a travesty, narrates how Nigeria's exclusive list is a grand plan to dispossess us of our natural inheritance. It is noteworthy that while the Nigeria government has added every imaginable resource in the South to the exclusive list, comparable resources in the North are left under the control of the North, such that oil, gas, and solid minerals, including salt, in the South are in the exclusive list and therefore under the control of the Nigeria government. Whereas similar resources in the north, for example, gold in Zamfara, is not controlled by the Nigeria government, it is controlled by Zamfara people. While Nigeria government cuts away the proceeds from oil and gas exploration, our people are left to suffer the environmental degradation caused by exploration and production activities and the associated oil spills that have ruined aquatic life, fishing, and access to potable water in the region. Preceding the 1999 Constitution was Abuja 1989 Declaration that set out an Islamic agenda to transform Nigeria into an Islamic state. They sought to make Nigeria a member of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, ensure that Muslims control strategic positions within the country, and ultimately have Nigeria ruled by a president and vice president of the Islamic faith, a feat they have achieved with the 2023 selection and coronation of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Yerima Shetima as president and vice president, respectively. Aside, many indices of religious incompatibility abound and frequently lay bare the deceit of one Nigeria. Times without number, Christians and Biafrans are killed by the Islamists in Nigeria over events that happen outside Nigeria. Notably, Nigeria was the only place in the world where Christians and Biafrans were killed over the US war against Taliban in Afghanistan in 2001. Whereas in other parts of the world, people protesting against the war burnt only American flags and George Bush's effigies. Likewise, a Danish cartoon of Prophet Muhammad in Denmark in September 2005 meant that many more Christians and Biafrans had to be killed by the Islamists in Nigeria. Between 2006 and 2007, hundreds of Biafrans were killed in various Islamist protests against the Danish cartoon of Prophet Muhammad in the north, notably on February 18, 2006 in Maiduguri. Northern states started implementing Sharia law after Nigeria swore in a president of the Christian faith, Olusegun Obasanjo, in 1999. States in the north, led by Zamfara State, started implementing Sharia law in 2000, and by 2002, it quickly spread across the north, and its spread was accompanied by religious violence against Christians, resulting in the massacre of thousands, most of them Biafrans. The Sharia law in the north under Obasanjo was the northern Islamic states' protest over having a Nigeria president of the Christian faith. Obasanjo had promised that Sharia implementation would fade away. Rather, it has flourished. The North has created Hizbah police to enforce Sharia law. With the enforcement of Sharia, they destroy businesses owned by Christians and Biafrans in the North. Nigeria was founded as a secular state, which it has lost by the impunity of Sharia law in the North and other excesses of their Islamic agenda. Today, they want to make Sharia law a federal law. As the month of October 2024 draws to a close, the Islamists in the National Assembly introduced a bill to make Sharia law a federal law. Despite the turmoil in the country, they are moving full speed with their Fulanization and Islamization agenda and don't give a damn about those resisting their agenda. Also, in many respects, Olusegun Obasanjo created the prevailing political succession challenges in Nigeria when he single-handedly prevented his vice, Atiku Abubakar, from succeeding him in 2007. Obasanjo sponsored someone else, Yar'Adua, who would die only 2 years into his presidency, making the Fulani accuse Obasanjo of knowing that Yar'Adua would die and consequently demanded the presidency returns to the North, even though Yar'Adua's vice, Goodluck Jonathan, constitutionally becomes the president in the event the president vacates the office by death. Given that implementation of Sharia in Nigeria was under a Yoruba president and a Muslim pair also under a Yoruba president, among other things, we can confidently conclude that Yorubas have served as willing tools for Islamizing Nigeria and shortchanging the South. August 23, 2024, as reported by Sahara reporters, Tinubu government excludes Southeast institutions as NEL Fund publishes student loan disbursement to 19 universities and other higher institutions. Practically excludes both Southeast and South-South, with the exception of University of Benin. Tinubu appears ready to continue with the same pattern of exclusion. Biafra territories, particularly the Southeast, suffered under Buhari. Of course, long ago, Ahmadu Bello boasted that any president who is not from the South to rule Nigeria must be employed to fulfill their Islamic agenda. The politics of exclusion of the Southeast and South-South have been common throughout Nigeria's history, and successive governments have pursued it with fervent fervor. But it particularly took a new dimension under the Buhari government. During Buhari's tenure, he borrowed money from international lenders, including 16 trillion naira meant for poverty alleviation, and spent all to the exclusion of the Southeast and South-South. He also created new federal universities, and none of those universities was in the Southeast. Many people recall how the COVID-era palliatives were given to other regions, but not to the Biafra territories of Southeast and South-South. No other group of people in the world can take even 1% of the maltreatment Biafrans have endured in Nigeria. Imagine Yoruba contributing nothing to Nigeria, but in a position deciding who to include or exclude in the scheme of things. Or these shenanigans from Nigeria make our freedom inevitable. What is the value of life if it is so bare and so ridiculously deprived and devalued? In addition to the pain marginalization and religious incompatibility have caused, cultural incompatibility is even as ominous as anything else we have discussed. Many people argue that Fulanis value cattle above and beyond human lives. This was recently a subject of discussion at the Nigeria National Assembly. Such value system has wreaked untold havoc on millions of Nigerians and Biafrans. The Fulani disregard for human lives underlies their propensity to commit genocide at scales not seen in modern human history, which makes it seem like we are reliving the Stone Age again. Hundreds of Biafrans were killed between 1993 and 1998 in northern Nigeria because of Moshood Abiola, who was believed to have won the June 12, 1993 election that was subsequently annulled. Many more Biafrans were also killed when Abacha and Abiola died between June 8 and July 7, 1998. On April the 24th, 2011, more than 1,000 Biafrans were killed after Goodluck Jonathan, a Christian and Biafran, was declared winner of the Nigeria presidential election over Fulani Muhammadu Buhari. Muslim youth went on rampage in northern towns and cities. Among those that died were Obinna Okpo Kiri, who returned from London to participate in the National Youth Service Corps program and was posted to Bauchi State. Also killed was Ukeri Aremi, a 2010 graduate of the University of Nigeria, serving in Damaturu, Yobe State. Several of these Islamist-inspired killings are spread over northern Nigeria and can occur at any time without notice. Other instances include Fulani invasion of communities in Biafra land, including Ehamufu, Izombe, Obanliku, Obudu, Bumaji, Ogoja, Akampa, Mbak, Bogobri, Ibide, Avre, Uweru, and other places, as well as Fulani killings and slaughtering of people who are unable to pay ransom, and in many instances, even after paying ransom. It does not make sense making references to one Nigeria when it is obvious that Nigeria is not one, has never been one, and will never be one. Anybody that listened to Ahmadu Bello and his doctrine of Igbo hate and exclusion as he encapsulated in his notorious interview with the BBC in 1964 which is the template the Fulani has been acting out, as evidenced by Yerima Shetima's late infamous phone call with Ibikunle Amosun, and still thought there was a country called Nigeria or one Nigeria, that still believed the disparaged group belonged together with the disparaging group, must share some responsibility for the avoidable carnage from the forced union of people that have nothing in common. In the north, all Biafrans are identified as Igbo. So when you hear Ahmadu Bello mention Igbo, don't think you are not included because you don't see yourself as Igbo. When it starts happening, the North doesn't separate the man from Monisha from that from Uyo or Aba. Neither do they separate the man from Enugu from the one from Calabar, just as they don't separate the man from Owerri or Port Harcourt from the man from Esan, Warri, or Yenagoa. The North sees all of us as one. They only divide us as a tool to weaken us and cheat us. We cannot be second-class citizens in our native country. We would all embrace diversity if it means live and let live. But this is not the case. Diversity in Nigeria means die so that Fulani may live. They want to kill us and take over our lands. For Fulani to grow their cattle rearing business, they want to ruin our crop growing business. They feed their cattle with our farms, and the Nigerian government does not think that this is unacceptable. They kill us, and Nigerian government has never made any effort to stop the killing or fish out the killers. Rather, the government goes after anyone with ability to protect his or herself. They say they want to dip their Quran in the Atlantic Ocean, and they are meticulously pursuing that agenda. And nothing will stop them except we will rise up to stop them. Of course, as we are doing. August 26, 2024, reports of new Fulani massacre of indigenous people in Zamfara State, similar to Fulani killings in Plateau State on the eve of Christmas, December 24, 2023. Video on social media shows over 200 people lying dead while the terrorists scream their jihadist lingo, Allahu Akbar, apparently praising their God for killing the people. Hundreds of innocent, defenseless people slaughtered. As usual, no word or speech from the Nigerian president condemning the atrocities or commiserating with the people. The politicians pretend that nothing happened. Nigerians are also indifferent, underscoring colossal lack of value for human life. Nigerians can arrange protests against hunger, but not against senseless loss of life, possibly because Fulani has succeeded in conditioning the country to accept Fulani crimes as normal. Even though this is happening in the north, we have compassion on our fellow indigenous people and must speak out on their behalf. Biafra independence is the only thing that will stop Fulani avowed ambition to kill all of us. September 27, 2024, Biafrans are stunned by the report of Nigeria government's plan to relocate people displaced in the north to Ehimembano in the former Imo State. Nigeria, having failed to protect its citizens from external aggression, now by this act, appear to be ceding to the terrorists control of the places they have invaded and displaced indigenous people. Nigeria can deploy its military to regain control of these places and return the displaced people to their ancestral homes. But Nigeria can deploy its military to keep Biafrans resisting the invasion and now have the effrontery to even think of bringing the so-called displaced people to the region they have until now defamed as being insecure. If you allow these people into Biafra, it will not be long before they would ask for more land. They would want an emir, and they would want Sharia. In other words, whoever that is planning to bring the so-called displaced people are invariably laying foundations for perpetual conflict in the future. Nnamdi Azikiwe mortgaged our future in one Nigeria, but Hope Uzodinma appear hell-bent on plunging our future into a bottomless pit abyss. Biafrans will not let that happen. Ehimembano is a few kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean, and definitely this planned relocation of the jihadists to Biafra land surreptitiously brings to reality their age-long desire to dip their Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. We will not let that happen. As the Biafra government, led by His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoku, has said, we will only take refugees after our independence from Nigeria. As November 2024 rolls in, Lakurawa, a new entrant into the Nigeria terrorism industry, emerges in the Sokoto and Kebbi parts of the Northwest, and within days has killed scores of people. This latest terrorist group is reported to be made up of nationals of Mali, Niger, etc. Terrorists will keep coming because Fulanis and jihadists from all over the world have seen how easy the Nigeria government has made invading its territory and killing indigenous people or abducting them for ransom. It is left for us to do nothing and be killed, or do something and be free. We have chosen to do something and be free. Fulani would like to argue that ECOWAS treaty allows free movement of people. Even though ECOWAS treaty may have allowed free movement of people through defined ports of entry and exit, and not through the bushes. No country would be obligated to uphold a treaty that creates existential threat for its citizens. Those that call themselves legislatures at the National Assembly have never considered a bill to secure the northern border, either because they are in denial of the problem or they are so scared to propose a solution. As such, are willing to let defenseless indigenous populations slaughtered every day. Now, therefore, in the circumstances, the inhuman experiences we have been subjected to, an act of conviction that the oppressors are increasingly more brazen, will stop at nothing in their desire to deprive us of amenities of life, eliminate us, and take over our natural inheritance. We, the people of Biafra, are left with no other choice than to take concrete steps to self-preserve and self-determine. And on the basis of the Biafra self-referendum conducted between February 1, 2024 and November the 28th, 2024, and Lati Convention delegates votes authorizing using the outcome of the referendum to declare restoration of Biafra independence, we are compelled to, on behalf of the people of the United States of Biafra, declare the restoration of the independence of the United States of Biafra
The zoo is falling. The zoo has fallen. The zoo will crumble. They will feel the heat. We move. With speed, no limit. They don't know what is coming. The zoo has fallen. We move. Yes. Yes. We are here to let the world know what is happening. Only Biafra! Only Biafra! Only Biafra! We move! Yes! Yes, the land of the rising sun, the children of God, the chosen ones. Yes, We are here. Finland, we are here. Yes, sir. The zoo don't know what is coming. Yes. Yes. We move. High spirit. The zoo has fallen, finally. Finally, the zoo has fallen. They don't know what's coming, did they? Yes. Yes. It's high time. Nebo! It's high time. We move. Freedom is not given. Freedom is taken. You must understand that. Thank you so much, Finland. Please go back to your seat. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Please, can you go back to your seat, please? Please, can you go back to your seat? Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much.
USB, 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 Oh my
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
CRS,
Thank you, my fellow Biafrans. Thank you so much.
Please, let's sit. Let's sit, please. Let's sit, please.
Yes.
Let's sit, please. Let's sit, please.
Please have a seat. Thank you so much. Have a seat, yeah.
Let's sit, please. So, one more time, we are compelled to, on behalf of the people of the United States of Biafra, declare the restoration of independence of the United States of Biafra, comprising 40 confederating states. On this day, November 29, 2024. USB, 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 USB. Let's sit. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, please. 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 Let's keep going. The United States of Biafra shall have the full powers of a sovereign state and shall establish commerce, levy war, make peace, enter into diplomatic relations, and carry out as of rights other sovereign responsibilities. As a democratic state, reassure protection for all persons, local and foreign, and their properties and businesses within our territory. Until that day and time, a substantive constitution will be adopted. The affairs of the people of the United States of Biafra will continue to be piloted by a transition government to be constituted during or after this convention by the United States of Biafra Prime Minister. Re-establish the Bight of Biafra, which was mischievously removed by the Nigeria state after the Civil War. Reaffirm our confidence in the Prime Minister, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko, and
my powers. I'm about to release my powers. Abito sheka, kanduka kandusa, lebre la mandi, palebo skenelebo. Abito sheka, da buskaba, le face fale, inda boski, barose. Banu menu menu meji, banu menu menu meji, banu menu menu meji, banu menu menu meji. I got the power. I got the power. Citadel, Santos, San Antonio, pandemic, epidemic, pandemonium, catastrophe, cataclysm. I'm a burning fire. I'm a burning fire. Abito sheka, kanduka kandusa, lebre la mandi, palebo skenelebo. Abito sheka,
And we assure him of our unreserved support, which he has earned by virtue of his transformational leadership that made this day possible. The Biafra Declaration Drafting Board signs the declaration statement, which will be endorsed by everybody in this convention. COS.
Who stands in for the? I think he's the chief of staff, so you can call her to.
Call her.
Yeah, to come hold your listen.
Chief of staff. Chief of staff. I have to read. So I'm gonna read the next paragraph, then you will read the last one on behalf of the plan. Okay? You will read here. I'm gonna read here, and then you read this one. Okay?
Okay, well, you remember our attorney here, Attorney Jane. Where is she going to read and sign? Attorney Jane.
Where is she?
Our attorney. She's here. She has a
She has
part
nothing to
do.
sign.
The attorney. She has something to read.
She can read this. Yeah, she can come and read this one.
The Prime Minister do solemnly proclaim that the territory. Yeah, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read. This is the Prime Minister, right?
No, this is like swearing in the PM. It was supposed to be the judge that does it.
Yeah, our attorney is here.
Yeah, but PM said it doesn't have to be a judge. But if she's here, bring her
the
up.
attorney must do it.
Yeah, bring her up.
What the vibes? Struggle autopilot until they come out. Simon at the pilot. Go to hell, tell Elisa we no give up. Put Charlie for call, tell and say we conquer. Now our destiny, we born to save Africa. Freedom and restoration. If you no get mine, come up, but all you collect, woto. Operation Python dance, it no stop us. Army kill us, it no stop us. People hunger, it no reach us. Them kidnap and the jail and we still focus. Oh yeah, everywhere from Nigeria don't rugged. Oh yeah, we put the struggle for the pilot. Nigerians they complain, say hunger too much, say suffer too much. But my people gallant, 10 billion thanks to Tim Ojuku, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ek, all in Biafra. Amen, hallelujah. Amen, hallelujah. Amen, hallelujah. Biafra when independence.
No, where I will read that you are from.
Yeah, I found at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Biafra! All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. All right, we continue to conclude. Our independence is here today. On behalf of the Prime Minister, His Excellency, Eba Simon Njako Obato Obie, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, now therefore, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, His Excellency Eba Simon Njako, by virtue of the authority and pursuant of the issues and principles recited above, do hereby solemnly proclaim that the territory and region under the 40 confederating states of Biafra, together with her continental shelf and territorial waters, shall henceforth regain her independence and act as an independent sovereign state with the name and title of the United States of Biafra. So shall it be. The people of the United States of Biafra want to be free in a country where the police and the military are sworn to the Constitution and not to the president, head of state, politicians, or anyone else, where no man is above the law, where the police and military are empowered to question inhumane orders from unscrupulous politicians. And if such order is to invade a community and kill everyone there, they will say, hell no, what are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? The United States of Biafra, as an independent country, joins the United States of America in proclaiming that all men are created equal. With certain inalienable rights, including the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Can you scream? The United States of Biafra envisions a country where peace, unity, equity, and progress shall prevail. My fellow Biafrans, let's join hands and make it a reality. God bless you, and God bless the United States of Biafra. Eba Simon Njako.
What the vibes? Just struggle autopilot until
at this time,
Simon not the pilot. Go to hell, tell him
at this time, we are going to call on the Chief Justice of the United States of Biafra, Attorney Jane Iwuze, to confirm this declaration. States before you affirm.
Okay, let's read it. Yeah.
Fellow Biafrans, I hereby mention the 40 states of the United States of Biafra: Aba State, Adoka State, Afema Igoromigodo, Ahoda, Abakip Oro, Alanso, Aludo, Anioma, Branham, Calabar, Ebonyi, Ebube, Eda, Enugu, Epie, Esan Igodomigodo, Ezani, Iden Igodomigodo, Idun Ibon, Igala State, Ibani State, Ika State, Ikemba State, Ikom State, Ikwimisia State, Itayanan, Iwere State, Iwuroha State, Odumegu State, Obuya State, Ogoja State, Ohabuenyi State, Ohuku State, Okigwe State, Omambala State, Olu State, Owerri State, Kwa State, South Atlantic State, Uroba Isoko State. Welcome to the 40th state of the United States of Biafra.
Injunction of the Congo,
Thank you. We have heard of all the grievances that have been read here today. The untold hardship of our people that they have gone through, the lives that the lives that have been lost, the lives that we are still losing. As a member of cabinet, I stand here to affirm, on the basis of the grievances and of the referendum, for our forefathers, for this generation, for the next generation to come, I affirm the declaration and restoration of the United States of Biafra.
Freedom is all we want, and freedom we get. Yeah. Many sacrifices, many pain and sorrow, but here we come. We don't care for the sorrow, the tears and the blood. Yeah. All your people to news around. Tell them say Africa don't free. Tell them say Biafra we don't go. Tell them say we don't open the gate.
All right.
Open the gate of freedom. Freedom's now. We got them all.
Friends. Okay.
You know how they give us before sticky, lean, or the more. You increase us like sand up seashore. Water make you what one for. Time on the shore. Where's the Gaja? Open the gate. Police are massive, open the gate. Oh, get it, open the gate. Biafra gate. You go people. Biafra open the gate. I'm not working anyway. Open the gate. Tamara Ayeba open the gate. Biafra gate.
Fellow Biafrans, at this point, we are going to lower the flag of Nigeria and raise the flag of the United States of Biafra.
Injunction of the Congo, what to force? Biafra,
that's all. Like rapture, we dey take place. We tell the Dikwana Yanyaj. You know the look there. That's all. Everybody can
Namdi Kanu, Memount,
Odegu Waki Dike Simon Ekpa.
Memount, and Yanyaj.
Raise it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just raise it. Yeah. Okay, fellow Biafrans. Okay. Is he talking? Is he what? Hello, fellow Biafrans.
Please hold on for the national anthem. Silence for the Biafra 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 national anthem.
Shall remember those who
Biafra.
BDF anthem, please.
Yeah, all Biafrans, you line up and sign your signature on that declaration page. Thank you.
We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by your enlightenment. Biafra, shining forever.
Can we settle down, please? Can we settle down? DJ, please hold on. Can we go back to our chairs, please? Can we go back to our seats, please? Please, can we settle down? Can we settle down? I understand that we're overwhelmed with joy, but please, let us settle down so that we can sign the documents row by row. Please settle down. Please, everyone should settle down. You will get your turn to sign. Can we settle down, please? Can we settle down, please? No, not yet. No, they will call everybody. Can we settle down? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Can we settle down, please?
All hail Biafra. Please, my mic. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail the United States of Biafra. We've done it. We've done it, Biafrans. Now, it is time for us to exit the venue. Please pick up your belongings and quietly exit the hall, please. Cabinet members, please go and line up and sign the document. Cabinet members, sign the document before you exit the hall. So every other member, please start getting ready to leave the hall. Cabinet members, go and sign the document. And as you are signing, enjoy our PM Obatobie's music.